What's good YouTube, DT back with yet another video, and today I've decided to do something unprecedented. And precisely what I mean by that is that I've got a MIDI from my friend, a bare bones type of melody, and I'm just going to develop the melody further, like lay some chords on top of it, etc. And pretty much this is going to be a quick and dirty collab type of thing. So without further ado, I got Omnisphere pulled up here, and I'm quickly going to paste in the MIDI. And one more thing I'd like to point out is that the audio setup is changed too. So now I've got monitors plugged in, so y'all might hear something different, right? And without further ado, let's get into it. The bare bones melody MIDI without anything changed sounds like this. So right off the bat, I'm going to be bringing it down an octave. And then I'm just going to get rid of that last note, put it right there. And then I'm just going to chop these notes to get a stuttering kind of effect. So quickly select them by holding down Shift and Command, and then press Option U to chop those up. And then I'm just going to select the first pair of chopped notes, and then right click on my mouse and drag the velocity curve up so that we have a smooth uniform build-up effect. And then I'm just going to be copying that over for the rest of the chops. And yeah. And then quickly press Command L to join these nodes, and then drag the root note down an octave. Quickly stretch that out, and matter of fact, I'm also going to transpose this to an F note. And then let's just quickly construct chords out of these. Pull them up an octave down so that I can duplicate the root notes up and down as well. And finally, I'm just going to be copying over the root note up an octave. And finally, just loop it over for the next 4 bars so that we have an 8-bar loop to work with. And lastly, I'm just going to select these stuttering notes. And then press Shift I on your keyboard to invert the selection. And finally, we can humanize this melody by pressing Option S and Option R to strum and randomize the velocities. And then let me chop off the excess, and this is what we have so far. also added in Electra. So first of all, let me lay down an arpeggiated melody. I'm going to pick a Royce Bank, let's say Neptune, and the Pluto arp, Pablo arp I mean. I'm going to get rid of these top notes, also going to get rid of these bass notes, and then finally bring it an octave up and jazz these notes. Just repeat that over. And then finally I'm just going to be adding in the 808s. So copy my root notes from the main melody, paste that into the 808s layer, and let's just figure out a pattern in mind. Matter of fact, I'm also going to be adding in a limiter first so that I don't clip unintentionally. That pattern seems nice to me, so I'm just going to duplicate that and hold Option on your keyboard and scroll up with the mouse wheel to maximize these velocities too. Just quickly added in the kick, so I basically copied and pasted my 808 melody in the kick, and then Shift D to shorten the notes and Option K to transpose everything to the C note. Now I'm just going to turn on loop mode and punch in my snare and the hats too, and for the snare too I am going to maximize my velocity. Now just select your looping drum channels and then right click the loop icon and burn those so that we can turn loop mode off. And finally I'm going to be adding in my crash, and then let's just punch these in. I'm going to be deleting every other open hat too and moving on to the snares. First of all, let me press Shift D. Then I'm just going to duplicate that for the next 4 bars and maximize the velocities. Moving on to the crash, I'm just going to extend that for a whole bar. And pretty much this is the whole beat. I'm just going to send everything to the mixer by pressing Command L and highlighting everything in my channel rack. And I'm going to be back after mixing this. So with everything mixed and out of the way, let's just split everything by channel and open up a playlist. Quickly place everything onto it. Let me just drag these out too. And then Command A, Command B a couple of times so that we have a region to work with. I might have overdone that, but we can figure that out later. Pretty much that is going to be it for the arrangement. I'm just going to be adding in my tag quickly, mix that out real quick, and finally add the automation clip for my master volume to fade it out. And this has been so far. This is what we have, and I'm just going to be playing the beat for y'all. And again, if this video helped you, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Peace.
Qué loco, cara.